Hey, it's that gamer chick and welcome back to Unroaded. I do believe we are almost done, so let's jump right on in. Silence comes, and it lasts for many days. Under the vagrant's bony knees, flowers get the time to grow. At some moment, shattered skulls and fragments of black armor fly into the precipice. The vagrant recognizes the executioners in them, those who had sworn to kill the necromancer and destroy all living things. By the hands of the philosopher, they found peace. I was his friend. The vagrant doesn't ask anything. Everyone wants to save something. He began his journey in search of others. He wanted to talk, listen, and feel. Now the philosopher is beside him, and time belongs to them. The vagrant talks about what happened, about how he tried to burn himself, how he gave names to the two conscious dead men, and, after hearing the executioners, refused to give up. He doesn't face approval or dispraise, so he feels relieved. The philosopher tells him about the cemeteries that have turned into flower fields, about the music of silence, about the stars. The living ones have bodies and feelings. They do not need a meaning. What about the dead? Is this life worthy of pursuing? So many reflections, opinions, and words. The philosopher asks questions in which the vagrant does not know the answers to. One thing is clear for both of them. The necromancer will not back down, and this means that no one will have the opportunity to find the answers to these questions. Only when the vagrant notices the rust on his armor, he realizes that years have passed. He and the philosopher get to know each other too well. The moment of departure arrives. Getting used to loneliness again is not so difficult, because the vagrant is calm. He preserves his calmness and carries it with him to the rest of the way. Going down the hollow that frowns under the weak sun, the vagrant finds a deep hole. The tunnel leads to some caves left by long-dead underground creatures. He finds their large bones and almost rejoices that he doesn't have to fight them. The tunnels are damp and the wind howls within. Moisture settles on the armor. The living ones couldn't breathe here with ease. Light is being replaced by darkness, and each step spreads an echo. No need to get used to the dark. The vagrant listens. Listening to his footsteps, droplets that crash upon hitting stones, a song. It beckons him almost impeccably. This is an anthem in someone's yearning. Lost days, ruined fates, no regrets, no repentance, but I want to fix it. Closer and closer. It will end soon. The caves cease with a basement of a fortress. Corpses lie everywhere. Stumps, bones, eyeless heads. The earth is black of the flesh that mingles with mud. They too follow the call. The vagrant left the basement. Intentionally striding louder, he rattles with the armor and sends away fear. Give me the answers. The stranger's presence originates a wave of warmth. The necromancer is living flesh, the heat of breathing and the smell of blood. His head is covered with black cloth, dress tails dragged around the ground, ragged and full of holes. He speaks, but does not look at the vagrant. The necromancer. Always have to wait so long. Tired. I'm so tired. He is blind. The hall that summons them is almost empty, and the necromancer isn't afraid to fall. He feels the vagrant and unhesitatingly walks toward him. as if he was sighted. The vagrant retreats far enough to make it clear that it is not his intention to fight. The necromancer takes a sharp breath and freezes. The song is over. The vagrant doesn't feel anything. He only sees the confusion of the old man in front of him. The necromancer. You are not the first. The vagrant. There were others? Too many. You killed them all. Yes. Why? I had to. The vagrant feels the approaching anger. The vagrant. Why all of this for? Why did you help the war to continue after the death of its warriors? What did you so desperately want from the kings that you agreed to condemn so many souls to eternal damnation? The necromancer. You wouldn't understand. Tell me. The vagrant. I am nobody. I am different from everyone you meet. I will try to understand. Sighed with displeasure, the necromancer creaks with his teeth. The necromancer. The kings promised me their best people, not for the army. I wanted to save scientists, thinkers, gifted masters, all those who can change this world, so that they could become immortal, like one friend of mine, and so that they could change others the way he changed me. I wanted to give them eternity, but no one followed me. Even if they wanted to, they couldn't. Most joined the ranks of soldiers. Others were imprisoned by the kings and kept under surveillance. The vagrant. But why do you kill all the dead men? After all, those who you need may be among them. The necromancer. Now they are mad men. There is no one to save. The vagrant. You can't know for sure. You're doing the wrong thing. It's not for you to judge me. The vagrant feels like he is choking. He can't find the words. The necromancer gently bows his head. The necromancer. It doesn't matter now. The same fate is waiting for you, vagrant. His voice is soaked with indifference. The necromancer. You have met many who still remember themselves. You could have stayed with them. Your goal would be achieved, but you rejected everyone. Reject it because it is not loneliness that is your curse. You want to live again. Retrieve your body back. Return to those you loved. It will not happen. Bow down before me, for you are only an outlived memory. The necromancer raises his skinny hand, preparing to cast a spell. The song without words and without music is playing in the vagrant's head again. He freezes. The stars become brighter. Their light illuminates the fortress like the sun. The living ones would be blinded, but the vagrant feels warm. He sees black threads approaching him, the embodiment of the song, and ignores it. So warm. Light envelopes, forces to drop the fear and all the thoughts. Only calmness remains. What did the vagrant achieve? Who did he become? And did he become someone? It doesn't matter now. He wakes up. He rises lazily, rubbing his eyes. From outside of the window there are sleepy talks and clatter. The streets are flooded with the light of the morning sun. Water glitters in the square's fountain. So peaceful that it is hard to believe. Where does it come, the strange feeling of heaviness after a lost battle? Ah, it does not matter. Seems like it was a bad dream that disappeared from memory. It is for the best. And the garrison soldiers and friends are waiting for him. He is happy. While in the silence and the darkness of an abandoned fortress, a blind man leads a weak-willed dead man away. The end. That was an amazing story. I really enjoyed that. y'all want to see more of these, let me know, because I'm really enjoying doing these. So leave me a like if y'all want to see more, and don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will catch y'all later. Bye bye.